Hey, welcome back to the homestead. So we're under attack, and this means war. Uh, so a year ago, I had chickens in here, and all of a sudden, every raccoon in this end of the county discovered them, and I was under attack. And I wish I'd have saved it. I didn't. It was on another computer that quit working. But I had trail cam video of 9 raccoons climbing around this chicken coop, and they got in and they wiped out most of my flock. So what they didn't get, I got rid of. And we have peeps in the brooder again this year, so I have to protect them. It's weird because even though there are no chickens in there, just recently, one of them busted in right here. I have pictures of that. I'm going around and double checking every place where there could be any possibility. Like here's another place right here. They'll get in there. So I've got to wire that over. So that's what I'm working on today. They've busted up everything. I put that metal panel on the bottom of that door right there because, again, last year when I was under attack, they actually, you can't see it. Well, there, you can see they tried to rip in there. There was a big hole ripped in there that I put that 2x4 over and fixed that. Oh, and they ripped. I had this for ducks to be able to go out over that threshold, and they ripped that hole in there. You can see this side of the metal that I put on there. So there's metal on the bottom of that door now, so that should stop them. They got in here and they ripped that open up there, but I had that heavier wire on the other side of the chicken wire, so they didn't get across to that side, but they tried. I ripped a hole in right here and put a board over it. Over here on this side, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. They were clawing and pawing and trying to get in there. There's chain link buried there, so they couldn't dig under, but they were clawing and pawing trying to get through that wall, so I put the electric fence wire there. See where else. Oh, here you can see claw marks here all over the place where they were trying to get in, where this is, where the nest boxes are. They even chewed this up, tore this up. Now looky here. There's another good example of where they were pawing and chewing and clawing and carrying on. Same thing there. See back here. I guess you can't see any sign of it, but they actually were trying to get up in there, but there's fence on the inside, or wire blocking that opening. So anyway, I've been under attack, and we're going around here and wiring, and we're gonna have this whole thing charged up. I can't wait to hear some screaming in the night. Alright, I'll be back here in a little bit. There you can see what I did where I showed you the eaves that was blocked. They didn't get in there. Same thing up here. If they get in one side, you can't get across to the other side. But I'm this year going to try to make it so they can't get in either side. Alright, I'll be back in a few. I thought I'd explain something else here too. When I built this big run, we have a lot of coyotes and we have a lot of fox around here. And of course they don't climb really very much, and the fox maybe a little, the coyotes don't. So anyway, I put chain link from this board down to keep them out, and it's just chicken wire above that. And the chicken wire was just to keep the birds in, not the predators out. And I never thought of the coons. So what the coons have been doing, they climbed up the chain link here and ripped the chicken wire loose. I had it just stapled here. They ripped the chicken wire loose, and we're just coming over top of the chain link below the chicken wire and coming right in there. So anyway, I wired all that down, and that's got that electric wire right outside that joint there. So if they try to come up in there again, they're gonna get zipped. So then I got Miss Kitty floating around here, and she likes to kind of explore. If she can't get in, and I don't think the coons can get in, but we're gonna keep looking for places here that's a problem. I got electric along the top here, right outside of this. There's electric. There you can see an insulator there. So I've got 2 strands of electric right now. One right where the chicken wire and the chain link meet, and I got another up at the top. If they get over that or past that or whatever, trying to walk or climb the top rail there, there's a wire, electric wire there too. So, all right, I'll be back here in a minute. Okay, so as you can see right there, they've been climbing this tree to get on the roof. So I put a piece of flashing around it, and if they get around it and get on and try to get on the roof, surprise, right there's wire, and that should get them. It's just an endless battle, and it doesn't look pretty, but I don't care. I just gotta I gotta beat the coon. Okay, be back. Okay, so I have spent all day walking around patching holes that they ripped open into the run, and wiring them shut, and making sure that the areas that I had to wire shut were also sort of protected by the electric fence, so they can't just rip it open again. And then right there, that wire is a ground wire, and it's not on insulators. I just use fence stables, fastened it to the post, and then I put fence wire around the wire and the chicken wire, so that all that chicken wire is well grounded. Now the chain link down below is actually laying out onto the ground about a foot, no more than that, about 2 feet. So the chain link, which right here in front, that's just like fencing, but it's chain link around the other sides of the run. Anyway, so that bottom section all lays out on the ground, so it should be pretty well grounded. But the chicken wire up above may or may not have been. So I wanted to make sure if they get past that lower wire somehow, the lower 2 wires, and they're hanging on the chicken wire, and then they hit that upper wire to go up over the top of the run, they're grounded on that chicken wire, and they're gonna get zapped. Oh, I think I said before, I put a collar around this tree so they can't climb the tree onto the roof, which would put them back over on top of the run behind it. So that's where I'm at. I'll be back. Okay, so Amazon came, fencer's hooked up, that indicator light says the fence is working properly, Oh, okay. Thought it quit flashing. You got to be right in front of it. Anyway, so now I'm going to walk around with a voltmeter and see what kind of charge I have in the fence and check my grounds. I'll be right back. And there's what I did to stop from jumping from this tree onto the roof. It's hard to see in the trees and everything, but it's a piece of fence, and then I have a hot wire across it, and I have a ground wire up to the fence. And then I also have one same way over there at the tree where I put the flashing collar around the tree. That's just an added precaution. So I'll grab the voltmeter and be right back. Alright, so I went to get the tester, and then I remembered that my daughter uses or borrowed it and still has it. So, but that might be good because I'll show you a real easy way to make a homemade tester. So I need my hands free. I'll make it up and I'll be right back and show you. Alright, so you just take a length of insulated wire, strip both ends, fasten one end to a nail, and leave the other end stripped bare and twist it together. And then I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so you can just shove that nail on the ground, or I want to check this this ground wire here, so I stuck it there, and that'll check this upper fence and see if it's grounded. And then you just take your bare wire. Hopefully you can see that. I know you can hear it. That's working. So I'm going to go around and check all the wires, upper, lower, in between. But that's the bottom line. It's working. I got to clean up my mess here from working, but I'm about done. One other thing I wanted to mention. You might wonder why don't I trap them? Why don't I shoot them? Well, you know, think about it. I mean, like I said, that trail cam video that I had, there were 9 of them climbing on the screen and the wire and on the roof and all around it. If I shoot one, the other 8 run, and they'll be back. And if I put out live traps and I catch 2 or 3, there's still 6 killing chickens. So that's a battle you can't win. They came in too big a numbers to be able to deal with them any other way than this. It's not that I'm opposed to killing predators. It's that it just wouldn't be effective in this case. So there you have that. I'll be back. Alright, I think that's about it. Well, as I said before, we have 5 predators here. Mink, fox, coyote, raccoons, and hawks. So I got the hawks covered with chicken wire over top the run. I think I got the minks and the raccoons solved with the electric fence, I hope. The mink's so small, who knows, they could get in, but I've only ever had one. That was 3 years ago. And then the coyotes, they can't get through the chain link. And if a fox tries to climb at all, they'll get nailed like the coons will. So I think that's it. I think we have our problem solved. We live in Hickory Hollow, so I'm gonna dub this Fort Hickory. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Maybe this will help you solve some of your predator problems. I guess that's it. I'm out of here. See you next video.